Hello Taurus, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. This will be a general life reading for yourself. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that does help to elevate the videos. Okay, so we've got it seems monetary matters are important, or it could also be about career, or the two may be interchangeable at this stage. But we have got second house coming in, which is to do with income, but it's also to do with your talents and abilities, your inherent skills that you have, or inherent abilities. So that's coming in. We've got also, it may be about your material things, possessions. So this could be aspects to do with your like vehicles you own, or a home that you own, or just your material possessions in general. It can also be about property, land, real estate, anything to do with that. So that could could actually be a career for you, or it could be to do with, you know, actual property that you own. You have got the third house coming up, so that may be a situation. It's also to do with your value system, so what you value. So what you value in yourself, which would be your own self-worth, that comes in the second house, and that may be attached to your talents and skills and abilities. These are things that you come into life with. They're already there. You just have to hone them and bring them out. It could also be to do with your income that you earn from what you do. You know, your self-worth may be attached to that as well. But value systems also about other things around you. So, you know, what do you really value in your life? What is most important in your life? For most people, this would be their family, possibly their home, and maybe other aspects. But each of us are different, and there's a lot of overhaul going on in that regard worldwide at this time. So it's also to do with your security, and you know, your what you spend your money on, and everything to do with your material things. It could also be what you're putting money aside for, you know. So all of that coming in. Now, at the bottom, we've got void of course moon, and then at the top, we've got abundance, prosperity. So it's saying that there's two ways that this can go with this card. Both of them are mentioned, so I'm going to mention both. It could be that what you are worrying about in this situation in the second house is not actually going to come to pass, and that you're being told to stop worrying about it and stop putting energy in that regard, because that also creates problems. It actually draws towards you the thing, you know, that you're worrying about. So just let that go, hand things over to the universe, and just get on with what you need to do. So that is the one thing. The other thing with void of course moon is that it can also mean that this is not a time just at the moment. It may continue for a while. Normally it's about a week, but it may be longer depending on circumstances. It also depends on you. It could be that you know, you're just in a preparation or a pause. There's a pause in the action. Now, you may feel like you've missed an opportunity, or you haven't capitalized something, or something has gone wrong. You kind of overlooked something, or you were distracted and something occurred, and now you want to go in and fix it. You want to dive in and fix it, but it's saying that it's not the right time to do that. Just let it be. Detach and let it be, and it will sort itself out. Okay, don't intervene, don't interfere, just let it sort itself out, and then, you know, things will shift, and then you'll be able to move forward. So it could be either one of those situations. It could also be that with void of course moon, it's a time to just stay in your normal routine and not extend yourself too much when it comes to initiating action, or taking big actions, or making big purchases, or putting energy into things you really want to happen. Because with void of course moon, it's actually a shadow period, and nothing is what it seems under this energy. So it could be that something that you're stressing about is not actually going to happen, or it could be that you just need to pull back and wait for the times to change before you can take action on something. Or it could also be that this is just a time to just stay as you are. Don't make big actions, or undertake things that you're not keen on. Just stay as you are for the moment in your normal routines. Go within. It's a wonderful time for actually pulling out plans and dreams that you want to act upon once the energies have shifted. So it's a very good time for meditation, for going within, for spending time navel gazing, whatever it is, and also to access your inner self, because there are some situations coming in here where you may just need to do that to get clarity. It could also be that you have a talent or a skill which you're not using at the moment, or you may have been just sort of distracted or been busy with another kind of profession or some other kind of work that you do, or whatever it is that you do, and you've put that aside. It's sitting on the back burner, or you feel that it's not worthy of you pursuing as a career or a life interest. But it's saying that you've got something, a talent or a skill or some passion of yourself and within yourself that is not being accessed. It's been suppressed or ignored or overlooked. Okay, and I feel with the void of course moon, it's everything that I've mentioned, but it's also about going within and spending time in meditation, or if you need to speak to somebody, then get guidance as well. It's about pulling that out of yourself and dreaming about it and planning about it and actually taking stock, but not initiating anything until the energy has shifted. As I said, it's not normally a long, the void of course period lasts between when the moon changes sign, so it's not a very long period, but in this reading it may be a bit longer. So take this as it resonates for you. With Abundance, it's saying that you've got prosperity coming in for you. Your prayers and affirmations and what you have been sort of focusing on, what you have been wanting to manifest in your life. It's saying that your prayers and affirmations have been heard, and it's saying the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. This is very important. Be open to receiving. So many of us are afraid to ask for help or to ask for something, even to request it from our spirit team, our angels or God or whatever you pray to ask for help or to ask for something. She's saying that it's going to come to you, but you need to be open to receiving, because the way it's going to come to you may not be exactly as you imagined or exactly how you asked, but it will be exactly right for you as you are in your current situation. Okay, so let the universe deal with that side of things, because you don't see all the possibilities and probabilities. You can't see down the line what is coming for you, whereas the universe has access to all of that. So, timing may be involved here. A lot of things could be involved here, but it's saying that you need to be open to receiving whatever is coming to you. It should normally be a windfall of some sort. This is also indicated. Some sort of windfall, some sort of abundance coming to you, but it could also be multiple things. It could be ideas. It could be tapping into this talent and skill which you haven't really focused on and monetizing it. But you need to do some planning and dreaming about it, meditating on it, sort of ruminating over it, turning it over in your mind. It could also be from support from other people. Somebody may just step forward at this time to assist you with something in this house, which is then going to help you to move forward. So be open to receiving and don't block yourself from receiving. Don't block that energy. Be open and be grateful and say thank you, and then get on with whatever needs to be done. Okay. Now, we have got we've got the King of Spring coming in here, but I just want to focus on this. This is Pele, Divine Passion. So be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? All right. So this is what I was saying about something that you've suppressed, something that you really want to do with your life, or something that is really important to you, close to your heart. This is about following your passion. This is not something that you do robotically every day, or because you have to, or because it pays the bills, right? This is something that is waiting to come out. It needs to come out. This needs expression, and it's normally associated with something that is very close to your heart, something that is very dear to you, something you really want to do, or even say, or just pursue. It could be an interest, it could be a hobby, it could be a number of things, but something needs to come out, and it's something that you've suppressed or you've just ignored. And it's to do with your dreams. It's to do with something that it could have been a dream that you had when you were younger, or at another time in your life. Whatever it is, something that has not been accessed here, and it's saying that you need to do that now. And I feel you will be supported as soon as you tap in to that stream, which is naturally, in you. It's something that you naturally want to do. As soon as you tap into that, then all kinds of things are going to align for you. Now, we have got here King of Spring. So This may be represented by a person. It could be a fire sign. This person is courageous. They know exactly what they want. They're very action-oriented, innovative, inspiring, wise, and they may even have a bit of a theatrical bent as well. So this card may be represented in a person that is coming in to assist you at this time, because it has here an unexpected supporter of your cause. So this could be somebody that you go to for advice, or it could be for some kind of like a loan, or it could be something to help you with whatever it is that you want to do, or this person's going to step forward. It could be that. Or it could be that you need to bring these qualities into your life. Now, you have got Uranus here, and Uranus is very innovative, okay? Very innovative planet. So I think this can also be about bringing this out in yourself, all right? So innovative, inspiring, tap into this aspect of yourself. But it could also be a financial windfall, which I've already said. It's going to be mentioned again coming up as well. So a financial windfall, but it says your leadership skills are needed now. So the King of Spring is very much a leader. And it could be that you need to step forward in some way here. It could be with a group situation. It could be that you need to speak up. It could be related to being seen in public in some way. But you need to step up. And from that, I feel something is going to blossom, or something is going to come out. It could be a talent or a skill that you have, which you just haven't utilized. Or it could be that you just see an opportunity and you need to take leadership. And that is going to propel you in a lot of different ways. All right, so that's coming in for you. You've also got another beautiful card here. You've got the Empress. Okay, now the number 3 may be important for you as well. You may be gathering people around you at this time, because you have got the 11th house, who may also be going to help you. Now, this could also be your spirit team, asking them. The number 3 is about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. So this could be your spirit team, but it could also be others around you at this time. It could be this King of Spring coming in to assist you, but it could also be a group or others around you at this time, drawing information from them, sharing resources, or whatever the situation may be. But the Empress is very much in command. She is the ultimate in the divine feminine. So whether you're a masculine or a feminine, doesn't matter. We have both. So it's about utilizing both. When you are balanced, a masculine and feminine, then abundance comes in naturally. Okay, and because you're pulling on both sides, and you're using the greatest skills or qualities of both sides, and the two together really makes you unstoppable. So it says here, time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Now, the second house loves luxury, okay? So this is important, obviously, in your Taurian. So this is about earthly things, material things. You enjoy that. You like your home comforts. You like to have a nest egg put away and so on. You like growth. You like monetary situations. You like to have resources. So now I feel once this void of course moon could very well just be about going within and doing the dreaming and the planning and the formulating. Okay, but once you've gone through that period, then it's time to take action. So the power of creativity. Now the second house is very much about talents and skills. You also do have the Neptune card, which is about that. All artistic things come in under Neptune as well. Filmmaking comes in under Neptune. So whatever it is, the power of creativity. Not all of us are artistic, but we are all born creative. We use our creativity every day in everything that we do. So this is about also speaking things into existence. So be positive. Be positive in your thoughts and in your words. Do not slip over into negativity. Do not be negative about anything. Only utter and focus on the positive side. What are your best skills? What are you really good at? And then get others to help you with the other things that that you perhaps need work or help with. So, but this is saying she is a very abundant goddess, very abundant. There's fertility there. It could even be children, but this is about being very successful, very entrepreneurial kind of an energy. So you could be wanting to start a business, or you could be have a skill of some sort that you can now monetize or hone or study further and then create a business from. So very, very, very good energy to be having. Now, in that regard, we do have a fulfillment coming in. So I do feel that somewhere, sorry about the dogs barking, somewhere in this situation, a fulfillment can come in for you. And it's to do with accessing this divine passion, using your creative skills to come into the Empress mode, really taking charge of what it is that you need to do. If you have to step into leadership, whatever it is, fulfillment is available for you, and I feel there's a path opening up for you. Okay, now in that regard, we have got the third house coming in. So the third house is always about communication. This is normally written and verbal. It can also be body language, but I feel in this case it's to do with the written and verbal. Now this could be to do with contracts and documents which may be associated with the second house, or it could be to do with property. Whether you own that property or you want to purchase property, or it's part of your profession, whatever it is. But contracts and documents do come into this. It's also very much about communication with others through speech or through written. So this can be online. You could be communicating to a wider audience, or you could be communicating to certain people around you. This can be general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, but it also can be siblings, and it can be neighbors, all right? But it's normally your environment, your neighborhood, what is going on around you, okay? It's also early learning, or just learning in general. So as I said, learning, honing your skills, honing your abilities, all comes in under the third house. It's also to do with just communicating in general, what you're saying to others. And I feel this is why I'm saying be positive, speak things into existence. Words are spells, all right? That's where the word spelling comes from. So make sure you are casting positive spells right now, and that is what will come to you. Okay, be very careful in this third house, because you've got Scorpio, so you've also got Neptune. So what I'm thinking is that, as I said, speak positively, cast good spells, avoid negativity, avoid gossip, avoid naysayers or skeptics or anything remotely connected to that. Also scandals or any kind of intrigue that comes in with this house. Okay, be very careful around that. It's also to do with like researching. You may want to research further for something that you want to do, exchanging ideas with others, communicating with others. It can also be your perception, how you are perceiving things right now. But it also can be about short journeys. So this may be a little trip that you need to take. You may need to go to a water body to spend time at a water body. So this can be river, ocean, lake, whatever. It may also be about purchasing property or just investigating property there. It could also be about moving or becoming involved in a community which is close to a water body. All right, all of these things are indicated here. Just take it as it resonates for you. Now, with the third house, this could involve traveling by car, maps, some sort of journey that requires a bit of planning. Okay, now in this regard, we have got Scorpio I transform. So Scorpio is a very intense energy. It is about transforming. If you have been working very hard on something, or you have a very good idea and you're trying to float an idea, or you're trying to float a business, or you're trying to network, because the 11th house can be about networking, pulling on your contracts and contacts and people that you know and friends and so on. Just be careful that you, if you've got a product or something that you're working on, just make sure that you copyright it or patent it, or that you protect your work or the fruits of your labors, all right? Because the Scorpio can sometimes bring in a bit of a tricky energy, a dark energy. It can bring in jealousy. It can bring in things that haven't been revealed, things that come up from underneath. Now, this could be secrets. It could be things that come out of the woodwork. It could also be intrigue or something, something that comes up out of the dark, so to speak. Now, this could be within you. So as I said, be careful what you say. This could be speaking about fears. You don't want to do that. You don't want to speak about fearful things or negative things. Only speak about the positive things. If you can't think of anything to say, then just keep quiet, okay? Focus on that. Say your affirmations every day and all that, and that will help to mitigate the Scorpio energy. The other side of the Scorpio energy is psychic awareness. And I feel you're going to need that in this third house. You may get very, very strong psychic impressions at this time. Follow those, because they're coming from this place, from the Scorpio place. It could also be about honing those skills. You've also got Neptune, which is about spiritual connection and channeling and connection to divine and so on. So you could be receiving a lot of guidance at the moment. The Scorpio is also about endings and beginnings. So something in this third house, you could be ending something and starting something else, hence the contracts and documents. Okay, it's a cycle shift. All right, it could also be a regeneration and a renewal. So this could be communications with others that you haven't spoken to with for a long time, or it could be to do with an idea or something that you're trying to launch. Regeneration and renewal also comes in. All financial affairs come in with Scorpio, and you've got the second house, which is about your income. So this could be tax related. This could be all monetary affairs. It could also be that in some way you are benefiting from a legacy or an inheritance. Scorpio can be about death. Now, it may be that is the case with you or some of you, but it can also be to do with some aspect of your life which is falling away now, so that something dies in order to make room for something new. So it could be that as well. But if there's a legacy or an inheritance coming in or things like that, you may be dealing with family members around that. Okay, so just be careful, as I said, how you handle that situation. Now, we've also got Diana at the top, focused intention. So she's got a bow and arrow. The power is actually when you pull the arrow back and you hold it just before you let it go. So keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. This is why I say about focused intention, about speaking things into existence. This is about positivity. Don't focus on the negative. Don't allow others to pull you into a negative or a poor me kind of scenario or problems, because you might have a few people around in this third house who may project that onto you, that negativity. They may not be supportive of what it is you want to do for their own reasons. Some people do that. They don't like to see other people changing and growing. Sometimes because they lack that in themselves, so then they try to stop others from doing it. Unfortunately, it's a human condition. We all have to work through that. So just stay above, take the high road, stay above that, and just focus on your intentions and stay on the positive side. Avoid naysayers and skeptics, and just remember the power of that bow. Okay, focused intention. Stay on keep your destination in mind. Don't get distracted or pulled away from what it is you need to do. As I said, we have got Neptune coming in. This could be signifying these people around you who are draining or who try to pull you off your path. Sometimes Neptune can be mixing with the wrong crowd, but it can also be that there's a little bit of lack of clarity or a lack of direction. It could also be like self-undoing or self-sabotage. So that's why I said, speak positively, think positively, speak positively. Your words are spells, so cast positive ones, and then you'll be on the right side of Neptune. Neptune can also be about a little bit of a mystery. There may be mystery around certain things, but it is very much about connecting to the divine, connecting to your spiritual self, meditation, going within, seclusion and retreat. It's also about healing. Okay, so you may be getting healing at this time. It can also be to do with channeling, if that is something that you do, connecting to that. It can also be to do with trying to find clarity on something, but until this void of course moon clears away, you're not going to get it. So then it's time to go within and focus on the meditation side and following things through. Ignore, as I said, ignore any negativity or scandals or intrigue or anything remotely connected to that, or just take the high road and move off in your own direction and do not get involved in that. The Neptune, from a skills or a talents situation, can be anything artistic or creative. Normally it's the arts, and this can be beauty related or ballet or music or poetry or anything like that. Connecting to that. Very inspirational time with Neptune. It can also be to do with filmmaking, as I said. And the beauty industry, certain aspects of it also fall in under Neptune. So I feel that you should be able to access that quite easily. Then we finally have the 11th house. The 11th house is to do with friendships. So again, bear this in mind, what I said about the people around you. Friendships, it's also to do with the future. Everything to do with the future falls in under the 11th house. And I feel you may be stressing about certain things, wondering what direction you're going to go in. But if you do the work, the meditation and the whatever it is that you need to do, planning and dreaming, I feel you will get there. It could also be that you have people coming to assist you. Now, this could be people that like friends, or it could be associates or work colleagues or people around you that are acquaintances, but they feel like friends or family, okay? They may be coming on board to support you at this time with whatever it is you're trying to do. It can also be you looking at global situations, social reform, global consciousness, trends and movements in society and what is unfolding around you at this time. That may be relevant to your creative or artistic career or something else related to money. So following what is going on around you in the world at this time, all of that comes in the 11th house. Any sort of group activity or where you are in an endeavor with others. Now this could very well be humanitarian, which is the 11th house. So anything to do with that, it could be festival related or your tribe related or connecting to others online. It could also be to do with futuristic tech or advanced tech or more advanced tech than what you currently have with Uranus here. So anything that is related to moving forward into more advanced tech than where you are currently, or using tools which are like that, cutting edge. It could be futuristic, as I said. Anything to do with that comes in, but community comes in as well with the 11th house. Now, as I said, you've got Uranus at the bottom, which is all about the genius within, but you could also be coming into contact with others who are very cutting edge. They could be very technically advanced, or they could just have really cracking ideas about things, really innovative ideas, or you could be like this, innovative, very creative, almost genius level, or certainly seeing something very innovative, very unusual, very unconventional, all comes in under Uranus. It is also very fast, quick, sharp energy, like a bolt of lightning. Now this could be an idea, or it could be something changing in this environment very quickly. Something literally changes overnight. It could also be liberation from something. You could be liberating yourself from a way of life which you just have not been happy with or has had its day. You're ending a cycle and now you're beginning a new cycle doing what is close to your heart. Uranus is a very humanitarian, generational energy, okay, so it affects a lot of people at once. Uranus is also about leaps of consciousness, which you could be taking, so awakening, it's the great awakener. You could be awakening at this time, or you are dealing with others who are awakening. It could also be to do with, as I say, very advanced concepts, astrology, physics, science-related things, science fiction writing. Anything to do with that, or mixing with people who are very different from you. They could be very advanced or very different from a different background, different sexual orientation. There's lots of ways that this can come in, okay? But it could also be that you get a really cracking idea as well. So with Sedna infinite supply, it says you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So what she's saying is you've got abundance, prosperity, you're getting a financial windfall, or somebody's coming in to help you, and you've got the Empress card here. But you need to access your true passions, okay? She's saying all your needs are going to be met. You will have a roof over your head. You will have enough food on your table. You will have what you need. And to stop worrying about things like that, okay? Stop worrying about that. Stop worrying about the future. Uranus and the 11th house. Uranus rules the 11th house. So stop worrying about the future. You can't do anything about that. What you do, the most important time is the present. That is where you make all your decisions, and where your future is set is from the present moment, okay? So make sure that you're in the present moment, that you stay present, speak things into existence, focus on the positive side, and just know that the universe has got your back, okay? It can also be communities around water. As I said, you may need to move to a community around water, or you may be dealing with that, or you may be buying land or purchasing something, or just doing something around a water body, the ocean, and so on. But it could also be a humanitarian interest that you have around the ocean, or something related to that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Otherwise, take care, and I will see you next time.